Not every esport is played in massive stadiums for thousands of dollars. Most competitive games are a little smaller, a little less glamorous, a little stranger. Last year, we told you about the weirdest esports we'd ever heard of. And then we found even stranger and more incredible scenes, and we knew we absolutely had to share them with you. But before we get into that, I'd like to ask you if you have a good time today to like the video, and hey, why not subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell? It really does help. Now, let's get into it. We've got 8 more of the weirdest esports on the planet. First up is a little CSGO Alternative. And no, I'm not talking about Valorant. For those of us living in fear of CSGO's dark world and realism, there's counter blocks?
Fully rush mid to B there. Nico takes 1 down, Nico takes 2 down, Nico takes 3, Nico takes 4. Nico takes 4 with the 4K, and Cassis takes the ace away from Baby.
Listen, this Roblox CS clone might not have Valve-sanctioned majors for players to attend, but they have everything else a respectable esport needs. For example, high-quality pro guides.
The first tip is crosshair placement. A lot of people know about crosshair placement, but they still don't fully use it. A lot of times I see people, running around, looking at the ground. Whenever they see someone, they flick up onto them. And that's just really unnecessary.
An active weapon trading community.
Okay, let me double check. Yeah. Dude, what the? Ah, dude, I forgot a screenshot.
Regular tournaments.
Stream just froze and it ended. The stream ended. Yeah, he had to end it. He had to end it because of the delay.
After the streaming.
And even cheating scandals? Now all Counterblocks needs is its own simple to finally overtake CSGO.
Oh, he gets it!
First. It's down to a 1 versus 1 for the season championship, and he will be able to get. That's Team Cringe, your champions of RSL Season 4.
Ah yes, making serial murder competitive.
He is just having to run around the hill, try and take a body block from Xeno, and wow, he's able to find it just at the nick of time.
If you've never heard of Dead by Daylight, it's a team survival horror game that has a small but vibrantly gory esports scene.
Aaron needs to time it correctly. There it is, the grab comes through, he finds it. And that is the worst case scenario for Agony survivors here. They did not want to give up another hook before the generators were completed, but Nightlight will go on to their second hook.
Because the game is asymmetrical, a 1v4 at its core, it's unlikely Dead by Daylight will ever develop into anything beyond an isolated event here and there. But it's definitely got the staying power, a loyal fan base, and some serious highs and lows to make the events that do take place well worth watching.
Dude, she already sees me! I hate this game, man! Dude, how? I literally disarmed her.
That's okay, that's okay, that's okay.
Ever wanted to see Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender beat the shit out of SpongeBob SquarePants? Us neither, but here we are.
Mirror Man, can you stay alive? Pink, can you clutch it out? Oh, he's dead!
Oh, that's gonna do it! You have your champion here!
Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl is a Smash Bros. Clone featuring a cast of different Nickelodeon characters duking it out, and whoever can make, Garfield, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, the deadliest fighter of them all, wins. Naturally, the Smash community embraced the madness, and now people are winning thousands of dollars for sending April O'Neil to the Shadow Realm.
Okay,
Ooh,
but
the truck chase though? Yep, alright, so this is Husky's thing.
Whoa, what?
Listen, there might be more bizarre fighting game concepts out there, but I don't think seeing Leonardo take on Zim will ever sit quite right with us.
Who can get the hit? Who takes out the leader, Charles, with 5 seconds? Next hit is going to win here. 3 seconds left. He got it. He runs away, and the bus gets the game as he pops off.
If you've ever played any of the hundreds of versions of Prop Hunt, you know the agony of missing the obvious.
Jesse, where you at?
Spy Party Esports, however, takes the mind up to a whole new level. In what is essentially a reverse Turing test, you have to spot the human among the NPCs. Then you kill them.
Third mission completion, the shot comes off, and Crazy Kaylee comes out to an early lead.
And if you think that sounds more like a one-off tournament than an entire esport, think again. Spy Party has its own competitive league that holds regular tournaments with official standings, and it even has the most important part of any good esport, clutch hype plays.
This is probably it. This is probably it for the whole of the
The
market.
shot comes off, and Crazy Kaylee, for a third season in a row, is your Spy Party Competitive League champion.
Spin-offs don't always make for the biggest success stories.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
But when Gwent showed up in The Witcher 3, people were clamoring for a chance to play a fully fleshed out version. And it actually kind of worked. Gwent is a card game that originally existed only in the Witcher novels and within the Witcher 3 game, until it found its way out into the world at large. And once Gwent was unleashed upon us, it didn't take long for it to turn into an esport.
Damage Zeal on the Phantom to prevent the Caldwell from coming over, and Cybers is your winner! 3-0 in the finals over Big Cuckoo Xena. Oh, unbelievable. That game was, I wasn't even sure if it was going to be over.
There are a decent number of regular events, the prize money is respectable, and there's even a ranked ladder for players to climb if they're seeking Gwent glory. All in all, Gwent could have done a lot worse.
Artifact is garbage.
Oh my.
Music has the power to transport people to another dimension. And in the case of Osu, a rhythm game originally released in 2007, it transported its entire community into the world of esports. The annual Osu World Cups have been going on since 2011, for each of the game's modes, with teams from all over the globe trying their best to musically outmaneuver their opponents.
I'll say we're gonna see breaks. Like, this is the type of map that I just don't think we're gonna see maybe the most amazing of scores on a lot of people, but it's just gonna be all about who can still be standing when they cross that finish line.
All of Osu's beat maps and playable songs are made by the game's community members through the in-game map editor. So even though Osu has over 30 million monthly global active users for its most popular mode, because of the copyright issues with the music used in the game, it's unlikely that it will ever become a big, bona fide esport, even though it can get super intense.
Let's go! Wait, no! No!
Most pros are diehards for the game they choose to play. But honestly, no one is more dedicated than the people who play Melty Blood, an anime-style fighting game that first came out in 2002. And why do I say that? Well, Melty Blood is notoriously played anywhere one can bring a laptop. A Popeye's parking lot, out on the street, and most famously, the bathroom.
It's because, you know, they kicked me out of my office. There's no room to play Melty Blood. So, I had to go to, the bathroom. So, hey guys, hey.
Nevertheless, despite Melty Blood's reputation as the OG poverty game, it has slowly but steadily climbed the prestige ranks of competitive fighters.
I'm pleased to announce Melty Blood Type Lumina is going to be a main game for EVO 2022, much to the ire of all the Steam chart posters, Redditors, 4chan, you name it.
I guess that's what happens when players are willing to put up with literally anything to get their game out there.
A little gain though. I mean, there's.
Yeah.
And KFL's gonna extend that. Whoa.
Did you unplug it?
When you think of snails, I'd imagine the last thing on your mind is an esports racing tournament. And yet, Turbo Racing League, a $1 million tournament based on a mostly forgotten 2013 animated movie about super fast snails, exists.
It was a crazy course. I mean, there was a lot of speed strips. On lap 7, I remember the announcer saying, they're doing stunts at the same time, which means we're neck and neck, 7 laps in.
The Turbo Racing League World Championship was only held once in 2013. So naturally, we have to wonder, can you really call something an esport if it only ever had one official tournament? But given the amount of prize money for first place alone, about $300,000, I think you'd have to give the Turbo Racing League that courtesy, even if the winner did have a little bit of trouble with it at the bank.
Even the people at the bank were like, what is this? I have to be quite honest. It was taking up a lot of his time, and I kept saying to him, you know, maybe this isn't for real. I did believe it was a scam. I didn't believe it.
Alright, that's it for today's video about the weirdest esports we could find. Maybe you've got an entry that wasn't on this list, or maybe you're a Counterblocks player that wants to let us know that no, it's actually a completely legitimate esport, please stop making fun of us. Either way, let us know in the comments below, love to read through those, and I'll see you next time. I think there's also some Zoomer people who are like really weirdly ironically into Garfield, like that Quentin Reviews guy, and he like has a giant Garfield collection and a massive YouTube channel talking about Garfield and like iCarly and shit. So I feel like there are Garfield fans out there. I don't know what the Garfield fandom is called,